We're going to continue working, attacking the half guard, okay, but we're going to work out of the mount escape just like we have been, just to keep drilling that. You've got to make that automatic. So, last week, we worked out of our mount escape. We rode the escape into our flat hip, right? So when John does his mount escape, flattens his hips, knocks me down, turns it in, and I rotated with him. So as he shrimped out, and he already had the underhook, I flattened my hip, and I started escaping from here. All right? This is a wonderful option, but when John gets his hand inside here, he's able to start creating space. The more space he creates, the easier it's going to be for him to start attacking me. All right? So I might need another option. So instead, today, we're going to work on working our hips back, getting our hips back. Now that flat hip version is a great way to defend the lockdown, all right? But another great way to do it is to squish it. So this will work either version, whether you have a traditional half guard or whether you have a lockdown that's attacking you. Okay, so John's going to do his mount escape. He's got his hands across, his elbows on my hip. He goes to work his escape. I'm going to see how I'm starting to push my hips backwards. So as he shrimps out, again, I'm looking to get my weight below his elbow, all right, to kill that half guard. My inside leg is going to post on his bottom knee to prevent him from regarding me right away. Right? Because the second escape we did last week was regarding, where he controlled my outside knee and he pulled his knee through. Right? We don't want to allow that. So I'm going to drop my hips back, kill the underhook. I'm going to post on his knee. All right? And now I'm going to swim my outside arm inside to control his bicep here, his tricep, whichever. Controlling that side of his body. Okay? Preventing him from controlling the inside space. You'll hear me start to talk about that the longer you've been here, is that this is the battle, is whoever can control this inside space is the one attacking. Right? If I'm on top of John and he's got the underhook, he's controlling the inside space right now. Even though he's the one in there, he's the one attacking me. Make sense? When he's got the lockdown. Again, he's controlling that inside space by controlling my hip. He's still got control over everything underneath me. Make sense? So I've got to control that. I control that by blocking his knee. Also, another favorite one, Chad, the one I was telling you about, is when he gets here, I just post on his face. All right? This is another awesome one. Right on that jawbone. All right? Just hook that hand under there. It works great. Gi, no gi. Okay? And how he's defending here is what's going to... You okay?
No, I'm laughing because... Don't tell on me. We had a whole class devoted to killing your half guard.
Oh, that's okay.
It was involving a lot of stuff that you were just...
Good. So he gets to this half guard. I'm going to post on his face. Same thing. I swim that elbow inside, trying to work my underhook. Now I've got to be aware that if I do this, I'm creating space. So my knee's got to stay tight to prevent his knee from coming through. Does that make sense? Dan, you got crinkled forehead.
No, I'm good.
Okay, just making sure. So, we're just going to get to that position to start. We got some newer guys, haven't probably done this before, so I just want to get comfortable here, and then we'll worry about moving on. So John's going to do his escape again. Flattens me out. Boom. So, as he comes through, I'm posting on that face, pushing myself back towards his elbow, all right? And I'm keeping my knee tight to his body. All right? That's option one. That's your best option. Other option is if he starts to make space here with his arm and pushing that knee out, I might have to address that knee if he starts trying to come through. Make sense? If I know he's trying to regard, maybe he's already done this to me once or twice, I've got to address that knee. So I'm killing those hips until I can get my knee back inside, then I can start attacking his head again. My whole goal here is to get his shoulders flat. To have an underhook and get his shoulders flat. All right? When he's on his side, he's in half guard. When I'm on top and he's flat on his back, I'm in half mount. All right? That's the difference you'll hear from some schools. I usually don't delineate between the two. Half guard's half guard. I'm not that fancy. Questions? So mount escape. I control my hips, drop my hips back. I either post on the face and my voice cracks like a 12-year-old. All right? Or if he starts making space with that inside arm, I might have to address that knee. Okay? The whole time I'm trying to prevent this outside leg from coming in front. Now I've created too much space. All right? We can start getting into the Z guard now, this is a whole different game we got to address. My goal is to stay tight to his hip, controlling that hip, staying nice and tight, getting him flat to his back, starting to swim inside. All right, I don't want to give him time to attack me. Am I boring you, Emma?
No, I'm just tired.
I'm just teasing.
Yeah.
Questions? So we get to that position. What's up?
When you're addressing the knee, are you just using your hand?
Yep. Just post it. Now I got to be aware that if I post on that, he may attack that with a Kimura.
Sure.
All right. So when I block it, all right. When I block it, I'm keeping that elbow tight to me. Okay. Now I'm going to attack that elbow or attack that belt, something to hold on. But at this point, he's already given up his underhook. Right. So I can start attacking his head. If I'm here, I don't have to be quite as in danger. If I feel that arm start to pull free, I've got to start cross-facing, getting him flat. And then I can start getting to my underhook. Cool? Other questions? 1, 2, 3.